Black Adam 2022. In ancient Kondak, a cruel king enslaves his people to mine a rare magical metal. Among the oppressed citizens, a young boy believes in freedom and resistance. When the king's soldiers attack rebels, the boy is chosen by ancient wizards to receive godlike powers. He transforms into a powerful champion and defeats the king's forces. However, immense power leads to destruction across the city. Fearing his uncontrollable strength, the wizards imprison him in a mystical tomb. For thousands of years, his legend fades into myth, buried beneath the sands of time and forgotten by the modern world. In modern times, resistance fighters in Kondak search for the ancient crown tied to dark magic. Archaeologist Adriana discovers the hidden tomb while escaping mercenaries. In desperation, she speaks an ancient phrase that awakens the sleeping champion. The ancient warrior emerges into the modern world, confused and furious. Mercenaries attack immediately, but he destroys them effortlessly. His brutal methods shock Adriana and her team. Unlike traditional heroes, he shows little mercy. News spreads quickly about the mysterious superpowered figure appearing in Kondak, drawing global attention from governments and secret organizations monitoring superhuman threats. The world's response arrives through the Justice Society, a team of advanced heroes tasked with containing dangerous super beings. Their leader believes the ancient champion could threaten global stability. The team tracks him to Kondak and attempts peaceful negotiation. However, misunderstanding and cultural conflict lead to a violent clash. The champion views them as invaders interfering in his homeland. The battle demonstrates his overwhelming strength, forcing the team to reconsider their approach. Meanwhile, Kondak citizens begin seeing him as a symbol of liberation rather than destruction, creating a moral conflict about what truly defines a hero. The champion struggles to understand modern society. He observes technology, media, and changing human values. Adriana tries teaching him restraint and responsibility. He learns that heroes today protect without ruling through fear. However, memories of ancient oppression fuel his aggressive instincts. The Justice Society discovers that the mercenaries are working for a secret mastermind seeking the ancient crown's demonic power. Realizing a greater threat exists, the team considers working with the champion despite their mistrust. Kondak becomes the center of a coming supernatural war that could reshape global power. The mercenary leader captures Adriana's son to force cooperation. The champion, despite emotional detachment, feels protective responsibility. He begins understanding heroism involves protecting individuals, not just defeating enemies. The Justice Society helps track the mercenary headquarters. Together, they launch a rescue mission. The battle reveals the mercenary leader plans to become a demonic ruler using the crown. The champion faces difficult choices between vengeance and protection. His journey shifts from raw power toward controlled purpose. The citizens of Kondak rally, inspired by hope rather than fear for the first time in generations. The villain succeeds in activating the crown's power, transforming into a demonic entity. Supernatural forces spread across the city. The Justice Society struggles against dark magic creatures. The champion initially believes only brute force can solve the threat. However, he realizes true strength requires sacrifice. Learning from Adriana's teachings, he considers surrendering his power to stop the demon permanently. The emotional conflict shows his evolution from weapon to guardian. The city faces destruction as civilians attempt to escape the spreading chaos surrounding the demonic ruler's growing power. In a strategic move, the champion allows himself to be temporarily imprisoned again to prevent collateral damage. The Justice Society fights alone but begins losing ground. The demon grows stronger with each passing moment. Kondak's people refuse to surrender hope. Inspired by the champion's sacrifice, they rise in unity against the invaders and demonic forces. Their resistance weakens the demon's influence. The champion realizes humanity's strength lies in unity, rather than domination. This revelation changes his understanding of power and responsibility completely. The champion breaks free and returns for the final battle. This time, he fights with precision rather than rage. The Justice Society supports him in coordinated attacks. Together, they weaken the demon enough for the champion to destroy the crown's power source. The demon collapses, freeing Kondak from supernatural control. The battle leaves parts of the city damaged, but saves millions of lives. For the first time, the champion is seen not as a destroyer, but as a protector chosen by the people. After the battle, the Justice Society debates whether the champion should be controlled or trusted. They ultimately agree Kondak should decide its own protector. The champion chooses to remain in Kondak, acting as guardian rather than ruler. Adriana thanks him for learning compassion and restraint. The people celebrate their independence and survival. The champion silently watches over them, accepting his new role not as a god, but as a defender. As peace slowly returns, the champion stands on a high monument overlooking the city skyline. He reflects on his past mistakes and future responsibility. Though still feared globally, he is now respected locally. He understands heroism is not about power alone, but about choosing when not to use it. Kondak finally has a protector shaped by both ancient strength and modern humanity, ready to face whatever threats may come next.